saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Throwing is Stafford. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So here's the lineup, and in the backfield, it's Abdullah.
Amir Abdullah, if it had been up to a lot of college coaches, would be an all-pro corner. But he knew why. Can run it, can catch it, and return kicks.
Second and 10, Stafford again. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. Here's New England defensively. Last year, the #1 overall defense as far as points given up goes. And they've got a lot coming back in 2017.
Now, they certainly do. And let's go back to the Super Bowl. Trey Flowers, who was their leading sack guy in 2006, he had 7 in the regular season. He was a monster in the Super Bowl against Atlanta. He's back there for them. How about Dante Hightower at linebacker? His first Pro Bowl in 2016. And then just moving on back to the secondary. Devin McCourty, the guy who quarterbacks him back as safety, he's been to the Pro Bowl as a corner and as a free safety.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, 49 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Now Dion Lewis to return. Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions, and boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Dion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted, he ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Mel Deontay Ball, right?
That's correct.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Gronkowski may have had to miss the Super Bowl with the injury, but he was active in that parade, and now he's back on the field. And I'll tell you what, something you mentioned to me is that he was a big cheerleader for his teammates, never hung his head through the injury, celebrated with him all the way through the title.
We've seen superstars in the past, when their team does well without them, they're happy, but they recede into the background, right? They get out of the way because it does hurt them a little bit. They do have pride. They want to feel like, hey, without me, they may take a little bit of a step back. But with Gronk, you never saw that. You saw him with him every step of the way.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And ready to go for another offensive series. Out comes Detroit, and a Detroit team that, boy, lost in the playoffs this year. Don't have a playoff win since 1992. But it was a tough end of the season. There were injuries involved. And I know you think that this is a crew that really could make some noise again next year, don't you? I
do, because I think they gained so much confidence this season, battling back from a tough beginning, working their way into where they looked like they had a chance to win the division. And while they didn't do that, they did get into the playoffs. Despite a myriad of injuries, they think this team has a bright future, and they feel confident. Our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
Guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Niggas do not want it on this Madden, boy.
And he'll take it up past.
It gets nasty on here.
But year after year after year, guys talk about parity that transcended that parity, and they've done it with guys that you don't normally think of as household names.
The parts keep changing for New England. That's the amazing part on offense, all right? Offensive linemen change, receivers change, running backs change. We know the one constant is Tom Brady, and that's a huge deal for them. But to be able to do it in what you call the parity times, and you're exactly right, everyone's supposed to be pretty equal. New England still a top 10 offense year in and year out. In 2016, they were number 4. And that helped them with a number 1 ranked defense as well.
Brady to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. To throw, it's Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Pass anyway.
Brady now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. Now Brady throwing on second down. Slant route caught by Edelman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Last year for Edelman, just below 100 receptions, 98, over 1,100 yards, 3 touchdowns. And, you know, this is a guy that gets a lot of pub for being that perfect receiver for Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. What's his role going forward?
I think his role going forward is to be a bona fide #1 receiver in the NFL, meaning he's not just a Tom Brady receiver. He's that guy for anyone. And he spent so much time proving himself as he got into the league, just what you were talking about. Can I have a role here with New England? Now it's not just proving himself. It's continuing to develop in his craft. And I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. He never gave up on himself in his dreams, and he doesn't give up on any single play.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Hills, man.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete. Empty on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
That's 21 zip.
He sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about
That's 21 zip.
Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
Yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's got some space here. Theo Riddick. He's at the 40. The 20. 10, 5,
you
touchdown, Detroit.
You dude, boy. That's 21. Blowout, man.
And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And that
21 blowout, man.
Is now tied for the 2nd longest in NFL history.
Amon Green did it, I believe, in 2003 when he was playing for Green Bay.
Against the Broncos, I think.
Boy, not ready for me, man.
No matter who was running the ball, for that distance,
kick that bitch out of
bounds,
bounds,
as well as the touchdown. What a play.
So the Patriots coming out now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much
eating on
this
nigga, man.
Because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field.
Get that boy, man. He went over.
Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now Brady. And right side caught.
Oh, he trying to eat on it. That's a little touchdown, boy. I see you.
Chris Hogan, 75 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So they're going to go for 2.
Don't do it. Hey.
And he will roll his way in there. Nothing.
What? Carry the ball, hand it
I changed the password.
Nobody picked me on that same football.
Hell yeah. Too many niggas had that bitch.
I know better.
I was the water boy. So out now come the Lions. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last time when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Well, this past season was tough for Abdullah. Foot injury costing him the last 14 games of the year, and that was a big blow. They could never really get that running game going, could they?
It changed everything for them because Theo Riddick, who is his backup, is really a third down back, the guy that they want to use out of the backfield to catch passes in open space. He had to become more of a runner, and I think that limited his effectiveness at doing what he does best. Amir Abdullah was drafted to be their lead runner. If they keep him healthy, that'll help the Lions offense in 2017.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down following the incompletion. Design run for their wideout. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. LeGarrette Blunt, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They'll get 23 yards there. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That one intended for Anquan Bolden. And now it's second down.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Jabal Sheard in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
This is screen to Abdullah. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game. And
he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Abdullah. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got? This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Hogan, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Brady will look to throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And 4th down coming up. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense.
But how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense? Are you? And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Tahir Whitehead in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Oh, he slipped right by him. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And this is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. They come out here in the eye. Stafford now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chris Long in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is...
They've got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Blunt, the lone running back. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know,
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing here, Stafford. Buying time to his left. The left side completion to Jones. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now it's Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Fielded about a yard deep. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't.
You better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa.